Good afternoon. You're watching the Financial News Network. I'm Courtney Woodworth. Recent data shows corporate profits account for the highest levels of GDP since the Great Depression in 1929. While the economy continues to struggle in many parts of the country, Florida's tourism industry is starting to boom. Here's the day's entertainment wrap. Movie star Angelina Jolie hit the red carpet last night in New York City, but this time her work is behind the scenes. Bryant Park might be known for the fashion shows in the spring and fall and the outdoor films in the summer. But in the winter, it's all about the skating. Do you continue to see gold and perhaps other precious metals becoming a more meaningful part of the portfolio? It was a solid day in the market for technology shares as the NASDAQ finished off its best levels at 2649. Now, recent data shows that 90% of home sales in Miami-Dade last month were to foreign nationals, mostly as investment properties. Here's where it gets a bit hairy, though. Gross billings were up only 8% in the fourth quarter, down from 25% in the third. And that tells us that growth is slowing. Humans can't catch it, and dogs can't die from it. But a vaccine could keep your pets safe this holiday season. Good boy. I'm here in Manhattan's Hell's Kitchen neighborhood in one of its many new luxury high-rises. As you can see, the economy hasn't slowed massive development in this area. Warren Buffett often talks about the moat around a company, and the wider the moat is, the more insulated a company is from its competitors. What would you describe as Wolf Mining's competitive advantage? America's best-selling prescription drug is going generic. Starting tomorrow, consumers will be able to purchase a generic form of Lipitor at a 50% discount. 67-year-old Anita Collins has been charged with siphoning $1 million in donations to herself while working in a finance office of the Roman Catholic Archdiocese of New York.
She was very careful in how she did this. As the DA said, this was a sophisticated fraud.
Collins was in court today. Her attorney says she regrets her actions.
She's incredibly remorseful and ashamed. I'm told at the arraignment that she has made a full confession.
Collins allegedly sent fake invoices to the Archdiocese, going undetected for over 7 years.
Very quiet woman, very unassuming woman, just went about doing her business.
Although Collins had a prior record of theft, she was still able to secure a bookkeeping job with the Archdiocese.
She applied and was hired before we instituted our criminal background check policy.
Most of the money Collins allegedly embezzled was spent on mortgage payments.
Sometimes people just can't help themselves. It's like somebody who gambles and just can't stop gambling. I'll be reaching out to the Archdiocese personally, just to speak with them about what they want out of this case.
Collins previously pled guilty to criminal charges for committing fraud schemes at other New York employers in 1986 and 1999. Neighbors say this is the last thing they expected of her.
She seems nice. She does. Seems like a hard-working woman, believe me.
Most of the money was allegedly siphoned from the accounts payable system in the Archdiocesan Department of Education Finance Office. And this happened at the same time the church was closing schools across the city. At St. Patrick's Cathedral in Manhattan, I'm Courtney Woodworth. After Black Friday, scenes like this one, Cyber Monday may seem oh so civilized. 226 million people packed stores this weekend, up 14 million from last year.
I come for the deals, absolutely.
The siren song of savings lured shoppers into stores early, and they spent nearly $400 each, up from $365 last year. That's a record.
It's all crazy all over the place, a little bit too much, but I figured this year, why not?
So in the throes of vast unemployment and millions of mortgages underwater, Americans are still spending with apparently little abandon.
Really is an indicator of what's going to happen over the next 5 weeks. So as Black Friday goes, typically the holiday goes, and as the holiday goes, typically that's the icing on the cake for our full year.
The demand is there. The consumers have basically asked for this. They're saying, we love these deals. We always come out in droves to take advantage of these deals.
Some shoppers didn't want to take any chances, knowing the deals will disappear.
If I wait till later, I won't get any good buys.
Here on Fifth Avenue, it looks like a lot of holiday wishes are being filled. Behind me is just one of many retailers providing big discounts this holiday weekend. 8 out of 10 retailers offered some type of deal, some offering as much as 75% off the normal price. In Manhattan, I'm Courtney Woodworth. The labor market showed big improvements last month, adding 243,000 new jobs. President Obama heralded the new unemployment rate of 8.3%, the lowest it's been in 3 years.
The recovery is speeding up. And we've got to do everything in our power to keep it going.
The president also urged Congress to renew the payroll tax cut that's set to expire at the end of the month.
Do not slow down the recovery that we're on. Don't muck it up. Keep it moving in the right direction.
Republicans say almost 13 million Americans are still without jobs, including New York City resident Barry Hare. In September, he was laid off from a pharmaceutical company for the third time in 10 years.
When I went into the conference room, I said, oh no, this can't be happening.
He's still searching for his next opportunity.
You want to be out there being productive and producing. And so, I have to kind of fight to keep my own, my head straight.
This is the 5th month in a row unemployment has dropped, and these are the most notable gains since the beginning of last year. In Manhattan, I'm Courtney Woodworth.